CBG News, CBG News. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Hi everyone. Make sure you guys hit the like button as you come in. If you want to share me out, share me out. On tonight, guys, we're gonna talk about Kamiah Mobley and Miss Williams, Miss Gloria Williams. And how she wants wants her mother, well, who she still consider her mother. She wants her out of jail. And so we're going to talk about this, guys, and we're going to listen to some information here to, to try to understand, I guess, both sides of the story, why the mother may feel some type of way, and why, why she's sitting in jail for the kidnapping of Kamiah. And, even though of the circumstances, Kamiah still supports her, wants her out of jail, wants her sentence reduced. She wrote a letter, guys. It has came out today that she wrote a letter to the judge in Florida to reduce the mother's sentence. I definitely want to talk about this because the thing is, to me, I definitely would feel some kind of way. But it's and listen to her biological mother, Shanara, and how her biological mother was so upset. And it's just a sad situation. Hey Trisha, how are you? Trisha. Joe said, "Hey Trisha, Joe, you ain't got no shirt on, so no." And we're gonna listen to Miss Shanara, Kamiah's biological mother, speak about what happened. I'm gonna try to find a video from when the baby was first kidnapped, because she was a young teenager when this happened. The woman just took her baby. So it's an unfortunate situation, and we definitely gonna talk about it. I'm gonna wait a few minutes for some people to enter in, and then we're gonna get into the conversation. It's Friday, y'all. Thank God. I was gonna go live tonight, but I said let me go knock this out the way because tomorrow I gotta work, and I probably won't be live Saturday, but I am probably gonna try to go live Sunday for sure. I'm gonna try to go live Sunday, but I ain't guaranteed. Sunday, and I also want to talk to you guys. We'll talk about it Sunday. This developing story of 6 children hospitalized that have overdosed on fentanyl. Hey Lawrence, how are you? Thank you for coming in. I don't understand how 6 children would overdose on fentanyl, and they're all in the hospital. So we're gonna talk about this Sunday. I'm gonna save that live because it's still information that's coming out. But make sure you guys hit the like button. If you want to share me out, guys. We on the road to 2K. We on the road, honey. We on the road to 2K. We on the road. We've been growing slowly but surely, but we'll get there where we need to be. That's the goal, to make it to 2K by the end of this year. And on Hey Shalanthia, we definitely want to, make sure that we are, growing efficiently and putting out this content for everybody to see and for us to talk about, because this is what this platform is about. Shalanthia said hello. So back in 1998, a little girl, her name Schneidermanly Mobley, she had a baby. Hey Carnisha Gray, how are you? Thank you so much for coming in. Is it Carmisha? Oh, I'm sorry, not Carnisha, but Carmisha. Sorry, baby. How you doing? How you doing today? Thank you so much for coming in. So we're gonna talk about this, guys, and I want you guys' opinion on it, because I know that a lot of people wouldn't be so forgiving. Would you forgive a situation like this? Would you be able to support your kidnapper like this? Someone that you looked at as your mother, but you find out that she kidnapped her. Would you want her to sit in jail for kidnapping you? And as the mother to the child, it probably does feel like a slap in the face for Shannara, because her child was just taken right out of her hand, and she just had a baby. But I'm not here to judge or anything like that. That's not my intent. My intent on the situation is just to talk about it and see what everybody feel about the situation, because at the end of the day, this young lady, she still sees this lady as her mother, because that's all she knows. She has a bond with her biological mother and her biological father, but still in the same sense, I can see if her mother, forgiveness is key. I'm gonna be honest. Yes, God is forgiveness is key in this entire situation. Do I feel like she should be forgiven? Yes. God teaches us to forgive. Should she do time all her time? Yes, because she took a child she took this, she was gonna live with that big lie for the rest of her life, as long as Kamari didn't know. And my thing is, this is my thing. It's a lot of stuff, guys, we'll take to the grave that we done did. We'll say, child, I'm gonna take that to the grave. And she was going to take this baby, Kamari. She was going to take this baby. And she took this baby. She's saying that she was going to not let this girl know she kidnapped her. She was going to take that to the grave, basically. Anyway, so Kamari, like I said, guys, Kamari, Kamiah, she wrote a letter. Now her name is not Kamari, it's Kamiah. Sorry. It says here that she wants her sentence to be cut short. She wrote a letter. Oh, thank you, Lauren. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. God bless you for that. Kamiah. So it says here that she wrote a letter, and this is what the letter states. And let's see here. Let me get it up. Because she didn't find out. We didn't find out till 2018, till she was like 18 years old when she was trying to find a job that well, she should do. I do feel that way as well, Trisha, because for 18 years you kept this secret, and for 18 years this girl was you knew this girl that Kamiah was not your biological daughter. You knew for 18 years you kidnapped her. 18 years Shannara went through all kinds of wondering where her daughter is. And how could you go on with life knowing that you kidnapped somebody's child for 18 years and you feel like you shouldn't get any consequence? Yes, everybody's sin and we fall short every day. But God gives us reasoning. God gives us, also knows us that, with anything, there are consequences for anything that you do. So do I feel like she deserved to sit there for 18 years? Yeah, because you should have never kidnapped that girl child. Just because she was young, probably, I feel like her reasoning probably was, the reason why she took Kamiah was because of the simple fact that she probably thought that Shannara at the time was too young to have a child. She didn't have a child. So she decided, hey, Miss Laverne, long time no see. What's going on? How you doing? Long time no see. How you doing, Miss Laverne? But she probably thought, here's this young girl with, this is my thing. Here's this young lady with, that's young. She got a life ahead of her. She probably has some more children.
Mommy.
So she decided to take this girl's child. But she did testify in court on her reasoning, and we're going to listen to that. And we're going to listen to the mother's testimony in court as well. So we can get a full understanding, because my thing is, you want some mercy for taking someone's child. And I understand. I don't think so either, due to the fact that she still wants to be. Oh, well, thank God you back, and I'm glad you're feeling better. I'm glad you're feeling better, Miss Laverne, honey. Thank God that you're doing better. I'm glad that you're doing better. I understand how being under the weather can be. You don't have nothing. You don't want to do nothing but nothing. So thank you so much for coming in, and welcome back. We welcome you back here. So it says here, I'm going to read this letter and y'all tell me what you think. So let me get it up. It's just taking a minute to come up. It says here, to whom it may concern. She wrote this September 30th of last year, 2021. You're welcome. And we're gonna pull it up on the screen so y'all can see it, so y'all don't think I'm lying. I found this through Daily Mail. They posted it, so I'm gonna just pull it up on the screen for you guys. Okay, so here it is right here. It says here, my name, it says, to whom it may concern. Hold on, y'all. My screen doesn't went. Hold on. Can y'all read that, or do y'all need me to zoom a little bit?
I was doing this.
Okay, so it says here. Hold on, y'all. It says here, my name is Kamiah Mobley. It says here that I am writing this letter in the support of my mother, Gloria Williams. I would like to make it very clear that she is my mother. She raised me and not only provided for my needs, but she loved me unconditionally. I had a well-rounded life and I am independent, college educated, and deeply spiritual and deeply in a deeply spiritual person because all of my because of all my mom gave me. I am fully aware of how our lives came to be, what they are, and how my mom came to be my mom. I have met my birth parents, and I am grateful to have met my birth parents, and I'm grateful to have a second family in my life, especially to have siblings. I understand that none of this um let me see motivates the truth of the past, nor does it justify my mom's actions in any way. However, at the end of the day, I love my mother and I wholeheartedly support her. I ask for the course grace and mercy as I need my mother home. So I'm sorry, my eyes a little bit side, a little blue. So this is what she wrote to court because it looks as though, hey Miss Mary, how you doing today? Thank you so much for coming in, Miss Mary. Um, it looks as though that Kamiah, she what I wish Kamiah would see the reasoning, the why she's got these 18 years. Yes, you may see it as she's still your mother, but what she did is not okay. She kidnapped you from a hospital bed room and raised you for 18 years as her own. And she has to have some kind of repercussions behind that. And then, as to be me myself with having my own children, and I will be heartbroken if anybody take my children. Heartbroken from baby to I have a 7-year-old and a 5-year-old, and I would be heartbroken if somebody take my child and try to raise them as their own. And my thing is with the whole situation is you're looking at your biological parents as your second family, but really, if Gloria would have never taken you from your mom, then there will be your only family. And I know that kind of stings to your biological mother because she didn't just give you away. I understood if the biological mother gave her away, but the baby was kidnapped from her mother. And she has to have some kind of ramification for what she did because it was like 18 years of where is my baby? What happened to my child? What did I do wrong? Why haven't my child came up? It's like, and I was reading some comments. There was like when she have her own kids, she'll see how this is wrong. Miss Gloria needs to sit in prison for 18 years. That's the amount of time that that she had you and you were kidnapped. You were basically grown when you found out that Gloria Williams wasn't your mother. She kidnapped you and she had to tell the truth because you were trying to find a job and stuff like that. And she had to get documents and stuff like that, but they were all doctored and they were all fake. It's like I hate that the mother is I don't know how Shannara feels now, but I know when I was watching the documentary, and then when I watched, the father and Kamiah on Iyanla Fits My Life. Oh my God. Y'all, I swear this Kamiah had so much anger inside of her. She was saying, you know what I'm saying? And Iyanla was trying to help her, give her tools to use for the anger that she has. And she basically disrespected Iyanla in so many ways. And Iyanla just was over it. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely want to listen to some parts of the story, guys. And I definitely want to just go back in time and look at I know there was a trial, and we're going to look at, what Shannara had to say about, all this that has transpired with her daughter. But let's listen. Let's see here. This is the first video when the baby was missing from her mama. Her mama was like, I know, about 16. And she was taking, hey, Reese Cup, how you doing? Jamel, why you outside? So y'all, let's listen into this. And let me put my copyright claim up. I do not own the rights to this, guys. Oh, I'm good, honey. Look, forgive me for this morning, child. We're gonna get it right. I swear, Monday, I'm gonna get it right.
You will, right?
I'm gonna try my best to do it every day. So let's listen into this, y'all.
She shouldn't have never left out my arms from the beginning.
With her mother and grandmother offering comfort, 16-year-old Shannara Mobley is reliving Friday afternoon again and again. She still can't make any sense of what happened and why someone did it.
Please, baby, my baby. I know if you don't have no kids, if you was taking a pregnancy or, you just can't have no kids. How you think I feel? I'm true enough. I'm only 16 years old, but I have fantasy. That's my first child.
A newborn named Kamiah, who never came home to sleep in her new bassinet or to play with her new toys. The family is a bundle of nerves.
I worry about the baby health, what's the baby going through, and my granddaughter, because emotionally she's about to break down.
Soon after the abduction, police began searching. This is who they're looking for. A black female about 5'5", weighing 150 to 160 pounds, who was most likely wearing a wig. Shannara's family thought the kidnapper was a hospital employee. The woman even called the baby by name. But all that help in the hospital room suddenly became a mother's nightmare.
Y'all trying to stay positive. The lady just trying to help me. Then again, I think my baby could be crying. She trying to take pills. My baby don't know what to say. Let me be everything right now to hold my baby. And I know that she's not going nowhere.
Shannara Mobley says she does not blame the hospital. It says someone working there could have played a part in the abduction. In the meantime, other family members say they want to know why security at the hospital was so apparently lax in the first place. Ray Lane, Channel 4, Eyewitness News.
All right, guys. So that's it right there. So that is when it first came out back in 1998 about Kamiah being missing, and that is Shannara as a 16-year-old girl that was crying for her child. Like I said, that's the number one reason why I feel like Gloria said, took the baby, because she was 16 years old and she thought, hey, well, she's 16 years old and, she still got a chance to make more kids. So, hey, this is my opportunity. Yeah, I would have too, because, you know what I'm saying? One thing about it, back in the day, it was the same way. Like, when I had Jamel and Jayla, like, I had a wristband and they had a wristband. Cut that down. And in order for me to leave with my children, or the kids to be with me, they looked at my wristband. And my wristband had to match my baby wristband. And that's how it should have been. And I don't understand how the security guards at the hospital allowed that woman to leave with that baby. Let me just be real. That is very heartbreaking. And you know, that's due because of COVID reasons too. And you know, I'm gonna be honest, like I had visitors, but that's heartbreaking to see a mother to break down like that. No matter what her age is, it still was her child. Even if she was 16 years old and had a baby, it still was her child, and she had no right to take Kamiah. Period. She had no right to take that baby at all. That was all for her own selfish reasons. And hey, Joseph. So, you know, that's my thing is, you know, and then, you know, 18 years pass. So Kamiah wants to turn grown and she wants to she want to work. Well, she go try to find a job, and come to find out the baby wasn't hers. And so the birth mother and her, you know, the birth mother basically at one time didn't want Kamiah to have no dealings with the woman that killed her daughter. That took her daughter. She wanted Kamiah to be done with Gloria Williams. Yep. Exactly. So, I just want to know. So the mother, she did a 20-minute interview, talking about, you know, that, you know, her child was found, and she said she wished she would have never came back. It says here that let me let y'all listen to this. Let me just listen to y'all. Let's listen to some of the court.
On this second day of this hearing, Williams disclosed publicly for the first time that when she walked out of the old university hospital with baby Kamiah.
Hold on. Let's listen to Gloria Williams' testimony. Let's listen into this. Let's see if this is it.
Nightmare I was living. You know, I left one marriage and
okay, let's listen to this and tell me what you guys think. It's gonna be like 20-30 minutes, guys, but stay with me. I just want to really listen to Gloria and see if to see what was her train of thought of doing this for 18 years and keeping that secret. That's a big secret to keep for 18 years. Like I said, you know, it's some stuff we can go to the grave with. And there's some things that I'm gonna have to go to the grave with, child. But kidnapping somebody and murdering somebody, those two things that I would not be able to live with myself in doing. So let me just go ahead and let's listen to this, guys. I'm gonna share it. And If I get a copyright claim, I'll delete it from my live afterwards.
You know, I left one marriage, and I don't know, I guess my heart was still trying to heal from that. And just felt like I was in mourning.
I do think the
To
same,
get into the
Vera. Thanks
relationship
for
with
coming
Mr.
in.
Manico, you know, I'm like, okay, this is going to be good. This is going to be better, you know, and just right after that, it was just too much.
And the baby that you were pregnant with in 1998, had you done any planning for that child's arrival?
Yes, I did.
What type of planning?
Well, painted the room. We had a third room in the house, and painted the room, and my parents bought a crib, and they gave me a baby shower.
Where was that baby shower?
I was at my parents' house.
And by July 10th, 1998, you had in fact lost that baby.
Yes, ma'am.
And so you were leaving work from Charleston to go back home to Walterboro?
Well, go back to Ruffin. I was staying in Ruffin.
And somehow you got on 95, you said?
That's correct. 95 South.
And they asked you where you were going?
I have no clue. I had no plans. I had nothing packed or anything.
You didn't have anything in the vehicle with you?
Just a baby car seat.
And what was that from?
That was from the baby shower.
What time of day or night was that when you got on 95?
I want to say it was still daylight. Yeah, it was still daylight.
And what were you thinking about during your drive?
I really couldn't tell you, but it couldn't have been good. I just really couldn't tell you. It just, I don't know what was going on.
Did you ultimately get off of an exit on 95?
Yes.
Do you know where that was?
Here in Jacksonville.
What was your intent at that time?
It was definitely not to take a baby. That's for sure. I don't know. I can't, I mean, it was almost 20 years ago. I can't tell you. I really just cannot tell you what was on my mind. My head, back then, I was a different person. My head was in a different place. I was just broken. I had a broken heart. I had a broken spirit. I didn't feel good about myself. I didn't feel good about anything. You know, I just felt like a robot. I knew I had to go to work. I knew I had to eat. So I had to keep working. You know, I was by myself. I was a single parent with nobody else bringing in any money. So I had to keep doing what I had to do.
Did you ultimately enter a hospital?
Yes, I did.
What was your intention when you entered the hospital?
I don't know. It just wasn't. My intent was not to take a baby. It wasn't.
But you did, though.
I just sat there. I sat there fighting with myself, I guess. And that's how I felt, fighting with myself. I did go to the floor and looked at the babies at the ward. And just looked at them. And just thought about the baby I lost.
And did you ultimately enter Mobley's room?
Yes.
Why is that?
I don't know. I didn't know Shinora. I didn't know anybody. And I didn't know what she had or anything. And I didn't know I didn't even know who room I was entering in. I knew it was a woman, but I didn't know whose.
Huh? Hold up.
Did you speak to Mrs. Mobley?
Hold up, y'all.
At that time?
Yes.
Hold up. So this is my thing. So this stems from her having a broken heart. She lost a baby. And so she just decides to go on a drive. And then she goes to the hospital. Hey, Equacy. Okay, thank you for coming in. I'm trying to understand. So you say that you didn't have no intentions of taking a baby that night. You didn't know who room you was walking in, but you decided to just go in the room because you're heartbroken because you lost a baby. I know we was adopting children back then. I know. Okay, let's listen. I after this, y'all, I want y'all opinion because what my thing is that this all stems from her just, having a loss and going through some kind of depression. There are like that drove you to kidnap a child? That's the question I have. But go ahead. Well, a baby.
Yes, I did.
Was the baby in the room when you first entered?
No.
She was pregnant and she lost it, Trish.
Her and I, we talked. She wanted to get cleaned up, and I guess the nurse was taking too long. So I went down the hall and got her gown, a fresh gown, and I came back and kind of helped her. And we talked. She talked about the family, about her family, and that's it.
Was anyone else in the room with her at that time?
No.
No, I'm just saying though, like 1998, I know we was adopting children.
Yes, they did.
Or Sarah was still
what was going through your mind
Get
during
that off
that
the
time?
floor. Hold on. Let's hold on for so we can get in the chat. Hold on. Before we go through with the testimony. So let's see here. So let's see. Let me do some of the comments. So it says here that you said so yeah, no, 1998 ain't no more than 20 years ago, but my thing is you didn't think of anything else besides, you wasn't intending on taking a baby. Did it ever come across your mind that you could adopt a baby? Or you could have, I guess because of the devastation, she never did think of that. I don't know. Exactly. So unless she didn't tell her parents that she lost the child, unless she told them that she adopted Kamiah, but there still would be enough reasoning for her to, like, if you had that much reasoning to say, hey, I adopted a child, then child, let me see. I had to Google that. Let's listen in, and I'll answer that question in a second. Hey, Trisha, that's I kind of feeling the same way because she said she just got on the highway and just started driving. She decided to go do this once. No. Let's listen in further. Now, I'm not saying she's a bad person or anything like that, but it's just the reasoning behind taking this back. Kamiah was like, oh, okay, it's like, why? You know what I'm saying? If this was due to a devastation, then what drove you had that much devastation to where you had to take someone's baby? She was, and then she was in a nurse's outfit, and then she had a wig on. Come on, y'all. Okay. But let's listen further. But Reese, I'm gonna ask you a question in a minute.
I don't know. I don't know. I was thinking about, maybe this baby can help Charles. That's what I was thinking. And after me and Miss Mobley was talking, it was like she was so young and she was just wasn't real sure about what she was going to do. And just my mindset at that time wasn't logical. It definitely wasn't logical, but from what I was thinking at that time, it seemed right. It seemed right.
And did you ultimately take that baby girl out of the hospital?
Yes, I did.
Where did you take her?
To South Carolina.
Did you change her name?
Yes, I did.
What did you change it to?
Alexis Kelly.
Did you ever change her birth date?
No.
What was it like to raise her?
Alexis was a doll baby. She was a joy.
Yeah, this is what this is. He would say,
What did it mean to you to bring a baby girl home?
Well, I don't know. My mind was gone. It really was. I just thought, this would bring peace to the house. The abuse would stop, the violence would stop. And it didn't.
Did you ultimately leave Mr. Manigo?
Yeah, I did. After I lost the boys. And it was just me and Alexis and him. And, he was so happy that we were a family. I was like, we're not a family because I got two people missing. And, like I said, I thought it would bring peace to the family. It didn't. And I just thought to myself, I can't have him around her. I can't do it. And she deserves better. And that's when I had enough courage to leave the relationship then. But like I said, by this time I had lost everything.
When you brought Kamiah Mobley back to South Carolina, did you raise her as your own?
Yes, I did.
How did you raise her?
I'm not sure about that question. Can you?
Did you get her medical treatment?
Yes, I did.
Did she have regular dental checkups?
Yes, she did.
Was she in dances and recitals?
Yes, she did dance for a while. Mm-hmm.
Was she also a cheerleader?
Yes, she was a cheerleader.
What was expected of Alexis growing up?
To be a respectful person, respect your elders, to treat people in a kind manner. She had rules to live by. She wasn't, she was the princess, but she still had rules. She had to.
Required to go to school?
Ma'am?
Was she required
that
to go to
ain't,
school?
Of course.
she got kidnapped.
Did she have duties around the house?
Yes, she did. Well, when all of her and the boys were there, they had chores of washing the dishes,
Sure, look at my phone.
cleaning their rooms, keeping their rooms clean, making sure homework was done.
Was she also involved in the community?
Yes, she was.
What's the Mary B. Thomas Girls?
The Mary B. Thomas Girls is an affiliate of
You
the
are
Order of
dead.
Eastern Stars, where we teach young women or young girls how to be young women and how to be independent and to, move on to do things in the community that, that strengthen women.
Was she also involved in the church?
Yeah, she was an acolyte in the church. I'm sorry, she was an acolyte also and a junior usher.
What is the National Young Scholars?
National Young Scholars is a program through the school at the time, and it's academic achievements. And Alexis at the time was a honor roll as far as science and math or mathematics, and she got an invitation to come there
Go to sleep.
and to participate in their pre-med program there, which was at Wake Forest University in Wake Forest, North Carolina. And that program was so awesome. It just kind of blew my mind. And the children there, she must have been about 9 or 10. And the organization was just awesome. I never met so many kids that were so focused on what they wanted to be. I think her roommate at the time was a little girl from Tennessee named Katie. And Katie was just a little sweet little country belle. And she said, I want to be a neurosurgeon. And I was like, a neurosurgeon? So, Alexis told me, I want to be a pediatrician. I was like, wow, I just don't remember at that age wanting to, already have my life planned out. So I was happy that she was able to participate with that. I encouraged her to do it because I think ever since she was 4 years old, she'd been wanting to be a doctor.
And was she enrolled in preschool?
Yes, she was.
At what age?
3.
And did she attend kindergarten?
Yes.
And did she ultimately graduate at 17 years old from high school?
She did.
And did she plan to go to college?
Yes, she did.
What were those plans?
She wanted to be a paralegal, and she went to a couple of school tours, college tours. Her and I went to the University of South Carolina in Columbia, and just kind of give her an idea of how or what it meant to be like on campus and stuff. So she got to experience that.
So you did do a college campus tour?
Yes.
It takes a team to bring a creative idea to life. That's why Dropbox works with all the creative apps you already use. Apps like Google Docs, Adobe Suite, and Canva to help create and share your project with the world. Try Dropbox for your creative team today.
Her mother, Reese. Let me see if I can. Hold on, y'all.
How many steps to glue a wig? But only 1 steps for glueless wig.
You just want something you can throw on really quickly and
Come on. Hold on, y'all. Okay, press play.
Was she a healthy child?
Yes, she was.
A happy child?
She was. She was
Good
very
night.
happy.
Was she a respectful child?
Yes, she was.
How was the relationship between the two of you?
Well, you saw her, you see me, and it was just so funny. I guess there was a difference between her and the boys at school. Everybody, that's Lexi mom. I wasn't Miss Bolden anymore. I was Lexi mom. So that's what they remember because it was always her. They remembered her first.
And was she also close with your two boys, Andre and Antoine?
Oh yeah, they spoiled her.
Is she close with your parents?
Very close. And she calls, well, because I called my daddy, Daddy. She just picked up on it and started calling him Daddy. I was like, no, that's Granddaddy. She knew who it was, but she just said Daddy because that was the nickname.
And Mrs. Williams, outside of raising Alexis and your two other children, tell us about your life in South Carolina. Who were you married to?
Oh, I was married to Renowski Williams. I'm still married to Renowski Williams.
Tell us about Mr. Williams.
He's a God-fearing man. I thank God for him. He is.
Wow.
You know, I didn't know that it could be this way.
What way?
To love someone, to experience that, you know, it was easy. It was easier for him. He was just a good person. He's just a good person. I just love him so. You know, he's been so supportive. I just thought after this came out that he'd be gone, you know.
And in fact, has he come up pretty much every Saturday for the last 16 months?
Yes, he has. He's my friend. He's my lover, my husband. And I couldn't ask for a better person to be around me, my children, and
The gang, formerly known as continues to maintain their presence.
Despite
My
some
thing
mountains of
is,
evidence
so
against
you
him.
had two children,
maybe a
but
lot of things.
So it wasn't that you was lacking children, you was lacking children because you had children. Just your ex-husband took your children. Yes. Let me see. I just researched it while I was. Hold on, y'all. Let's see.
But I'm telling you, he's not a liar. You better be right about this, Monty.
I just need to ask you one
Let me
question.
see. I can get
Did
their
you
name.
rob that convenience store and kill that little girl in that cashier?
You already done.
I should be out there.
You are right where you need to be to hear from God. Don't allow your past to defeat you. See, out there was a distraction from being a father to your son. Barry, he's selling drugs, just like his father used to.
All we do is sell a real weed.
Right?
Boy, you know you hear me talking to you.
Got you a little something. I think this is
I guess they
piece of
didn't
evidence
release
we
that
need.
information, but they're innocent
get
in
out
this
there.
situation too.
I've never even heard my father speak.
Hold on a minute.
he's a hard-working man. I respect him and I just adore him.
Child, I don't know what she was.
And now, Andre and Antoine are grown men and have been out of the house some time, but tell us about your relationship with them as adults.
Oh, those my boys. Andre, my oldest. Oh gosh.
Baby is Kamiah Mobley.
That's right. We've heard that so many times over the years. And we have team coverage tonight from downtown Jacksonville. We want to send it out now to First Coast
Hold
News.
on, y'all.
He's
She
such a
talks so
quiet
low.
person and laid back, and he's just like a tender giant. That's what I see in him. We talk all the time and always had a good relationship. We talk about life and with my kids, we always had that open door policy. They can come to me about anything and we can talk about anything. And sometimes the talks used to get real crazy, and I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, don't you have any friends you can tell this to? But I was grateful that they felt comfortable enough to come to me and talk to me about these things, and I didn't judge them. I didn't say, boy, did you do that? Or, I didn't do that with them, because I wanted them to, I wanted to give them the truth as I knew it. I didn't want them to learn it out in the streets or hear it differently somewhere else. So I gave them the truth as I knew it.
And do you now have grandchildren?
Oh, yes. I got those sweet little people. Oh, man. I miss them. I do.
How many grandchildren?
I have 4.
And who are they?
My oldest and my only girl is Ladravia, and she's 9. Now when I say grandchildren, I say 4, and when I say kids, I say 5, because I can't forget my stepchildren. And so I'm talking about, when I say 4, my 2 and my other 2, Erica's children as well. So Ladravia is 9, and she's the princess as well, and she's the oldest. Akai, he's 8, and then we have Jonah and Aiden, who are both 3.
And did you get to spend a lot of time with them prior to your incarceration?
Yes, every summer, and then Aiden and Akai lived in Walterboro, so I got to see them all the time.
On My Heritage, you can build your family tree and make amazing discoveries about your family history really easily. Let me show you how. First, go to My
Your Honor, ma'am.
Yeah, she's been sentenced to 18 years, Barrel.
Defense's Exhibit 6. Can you take a look at those and tell me what those are?
My baby shower, that first picture. Excuse me.
That's a picture of what?
My baby shower. That was me. It was huge.
What does the next photo depict?
Ma'am?
What does the next photo depict?
This is my living room.
What is depicted in your living room?
Photos of my family, and my Bible, and my trophies, and well, not my trophies, but my husband's trophies, and some of my certificates, award certificates.
What about the next photo?
The next photo is again family pictures, and more certificates on this side, and Alexa's diploma.
And the next photo?
This is our little children's area. The kids' toy basket and their chair for them to sit and watch TV with.
Was that for the grandchildren?
Yes, it was.
Mm-hmm. And the next photo?
Alexa's room.
And what about the next photo?
Alexa's room, her closet, a rocking chair.
And the following photo?
A family photo.
Who's depicted in it?
Alexis and the 2 boys and myself.
And the following photo?
Alexis at 2.
And the next one?
Alexis at 4.
The following one?
Alexis at 3.
And the following?
This is when she was child of the day, and she was 2.
Where was your child today?
At the daycare.
Following photo?
Okay, y'all, that's the end of her interview. Okay, so let's talk about it. Okay, what do you guys think? You know, I know y'all have been commenting on while the interview was going, but it was just a thought process of me of her, because I knew before even listening to her testimony. I'm gonna be honest. I knew with listening to her testimony that the number one reason why she took Kamiah was because her mother was 16 years old and she didn't know about her future. But I didn't know anything about the abuse. But one thing about it, Jayla, hold on, y'all. No. Okay, thank y'all for y'all waiting. So Trish says she's like my dad playing me about kids. Oh my god. Either way, y'all. Yeah, like it seems like they're trying to humanize her and not make her look like a monster. Like she just took the baby, she didn't care. But see, what the prosecution did was, she was saying, but what Miss Gloria don't understand is she took that from Kamiah's biological mother. Like, she took that from her when Kamiah was 1 year old, when Kamiah was 2 years old, when Kamiah was 3 years old, when Kamiah was 4 years old. She took that from her when she took her first steps, when she said, Mama, Dad. She took that from that 16-year-old girl at the time. Even though she was young and probably didn't know how she was going to take care of a baby, that still was her damn child when you get through. Hey, Chris. She took that baby to try to keep an abusive man. She know why she took that baby. But she had 2 more children, even though you lose out on life and stuff like that. But guys, one thing about it, God always got a ram in the bush. And God, even though you're going through things in life and it seems like there's no out, but there's always, you just have to stay the course. Stay the course, keep praying, keep believing that trouble don't last always. Even though she left her son, that wasn't out of her life. She lost her son, that wasn't out of her life. Right. And she deserved every year. And that's what she got. Every year that Kamiah was away from her mother, that's what she got. And you know what I'm saying? And she was like, I didn't know what I was thinking, you know. Charles, he was abusive, but I got out of that situation because I didn't want her to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? But you didn't want her to be a part of it, but that was one of the reasons why you took her. Yeah, because she said she felt like this was the right thing to do. Oh, she's young. She can have some more kids. Now she can run around and still be young. But that's still somebody. That's still with that girl's child. When you get through, that Kamiah is Shannara Mobley's daughter. Even though Gloria Williams took her and raised her as her own child, she didn't even give that girl the opportunity to raise her child because of her selfish needs of trying to please a man that she left and then turned around and had two kids already. So that was just a selfish need from her. Yes, those are the most memorable years. Seeing your kids without their teeth, seeing your kids make their first step, it's a joyful thing to see. But you can't say that, even though Craig was in and out of jail, but that does not mean that the mother wouldn't have gave her a better life. I don't agree with that, Chris. Even though her parents are who they are, that still does not give that woman the right to take that girl damn child. And I'm standing behind that 100%. We can disagree, but that still was not Gloria's right to take that girl baby out of her hands the way that she did. And you know what I'm saying? Even though they were young, they had family members that could help them take care of them children. She needs to sit her ass in jail. I would feel the same damn way. She need to sit in jail all the years that she supposed when she left, when she was out of her daughter's life. If she wanted to adopt a kid, all she had to do was come her damn foster parents. I'm not cussing at you, Chris. I swear. I'm getting a little passionate. Exactly, Vera. That is what adoption is. That's what being a foster parent is giving love to the children that needs love. The agony of not knowing what happened to that baby. Now, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't understand what kind of mindset that girl had. She probably was scared. As 16-year-old, you are going to be scared of like the outcome of how trying to raise a baby on your own, but it's still not right. With her grandma and the little girl with my mom. Okay. And you know, and I know that Gloria did raise her to be a respectful person and things and such, and she gave her a good life. Kudos to her for that. But you have to also realize that, you know what I'm saying, even though they were young, even though she was 16, he probably was 18, and that's still just to look at this, like, I got to play this video one more time because it made me sad. Because she was like, even though I am young, even though I am 16 years old, I still want my baby. And you know what I'm saying? I understand that she gave her a good life. And we appreciate her for giving a good life. But at the end of the day, we don't know what type of life that girl would have gave Kamiah, because she never gave the opportunity. I'm not saying Gloria is a bad person, but her decision-making process at that time was not good. The decision-making process was not good. Even though, I know that we can't tell Kamiah not to love Miss Gloria, because she's just all what she know. You can only love what you know. But it's I want to listen, if y'all got time, I want to listen to Kamiah's mother's testimony and her thought process in the situation as well. What time is it? 10:26. Y'all want to revisit? Y'all want a part 2 tomorrow? Since it's about 10:30, I gotta work at 7 in the morning. But we're gonna tomorrow. We're gonna go live and we're gonna talk about it tomorrow. Child, please. No, it's not. Like, she goes to the jail and things like that to see the mother, to see Gloria. So, no, it's not. Gloria is just being held accountable for what she did. It's Kamiah's decision if she wants to continue the relationship with Gloria, because that's the only mother that she knew. A lot of people would a lot of people will be done with it. Child, like, yeah, she acted as if she was a nurse, but see, she never did to say where she got the wig from. She never did say what made her go get a wig and put on a wig and act as if she was a nurse. Yeah, she grown now. Well, she said that that's still her mother, and you have to realize why she still feels that's her mother, because that's all she knew. She knows. That's all Kamiah knows is Gloria. Gloria was the one that raised her. Gloria was the one that, is the one that taught her right from wrong. She's always been in her life. And then it's hard to, like, when this, this person is all you know, and then you saying that what, it's like it'll shock your system, like, and she become numb. Okay. It says, but I get that, but the betrayal, she has a void as Gloria, no emotions, right? Because I'm gonna be honest, Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, Stockholm syndrome. It is called Stockholm syndrome, and it sends your body in shock. That's why when Iyanla was asking her on Iyanla Fix My Life, I understand. On Iyanla Fix My Life, when Ayanna asked her, how did she feel knowing that the woman that she considered her mother to betray her in such a way or take her, and she found out that she take her, she said, how do you feel? She said, I don't feel nothing. So it was a shock to this girl's system. It was a shock to her system when she found this out. So she still want to live in that reality. But, you know, and it's gonna, I don't know what it's gonna take. I guess she just have, you know, I swear if y'all watched that episode of Iyanna Fix My Life, that girl blew up on Iyanna so hard. That's all what she had, Trisha, in jail now. Don't stop. But hold on. Let me just, because she was like, I'll hit old ladies and stuff like that. I'm like, Lord. I remember watching that 2-part episode, child. I do. Yes. Like she didn't know how to feel. Like, that's still my mama. I'm still gonna see her. I'm still gonna, you know, that's my mama. But what, you know, but what the mother is saying is, you know, let me see if I can watch the Iyanna. Let's listen to this.
I am Charlie D'Amelio from TikTok.
Let's listen to this right quick. Then I'm gonna go. I don't own the rights to this. She said that she has a relationship with her biological mother. But we don't know how great their relationship is. But, you know, let's pray that it is.
I don't know how Charlie grew up.
Take a quick look back. At an interview I did with Kamiah Mobley in 20 years after she was reunited with her biological family. We met in the back of a nightclub as she celebrated her father, Craig Aiken's birthday. Now, the mood was very light and happy, as you can imagine, but I had to ask a very tough question concerning the amount of time her kidnapper, Gloria Williams, should spend in prison. Take a listen. You did mention that you want leniency for your mom. Can we talk a little bit about that? What do you want to see happen ultimately? I don't want to talk about that. Okay. I mean, but ultimately for your mom, what do you see happening? What do you want happening?
You know, of course, I'm not going to say, you know, throw her in jail, throw her the key, or, you know, throw her into jail. Like, of course, I don't want to see so many years, but I understand a crime was done, you know? Right. So I'm saying some punishment has to be rendered.
We also spoke about having 3 women in her life that she calls mom. That's her biological mother, Schneidermanly Mobley, her stepmother, Shannon Aiken, and Gloria Williams, her kidnapper, sentenced to 18 years in prison back in June of 2018. As for Williams having her sentence cut in half, as requested, at this point, no decision has been made, and no future court dates have been scheduled. In the Information Center, I'm Keitha Nelson, First Coast News, on your side.
Okay, guys. So we'll watch that interview tomorrow. I'll come live tomorrow. We're going to finish this out. We're going to talk about it some more. Because of the fact that, you know, I do want to listen to Kamiah's biological mother's testimony. And because I want to listen to her thought process in this whole situation. Because my heart goes out to her. Girl, she needs to be held to the fire for sure. Yeah, but you have to understand Kamiah's process with it, because that's all Kamiah's know. That's all Kamiah knows. That poor child, that's all that she know is her. Yeah. I know that one time her and her mother wasn't speaking because she wanted her to no longer speak to Gloria, but Kamiah couldn't do that. So let's just pray for this entire situation. Let's just pray that right, she yeah, you can't force a grown person to do anything. No, for sure. You can't force a grown person to do anything. But you definitely want to make sure that, you know, want to make sure that you get a full understanding and you get the healing that you need. They was putting her on Iyanla to, I think, to get her to process her feelings, because she didn't have no feelings with it. But you have to understand, you have to find out something like that, you have to have some kind of feeling. And she didn't have that. And then when, you know, Iyanla said that when she blew up at Iyanla, because Iyanla told her that her dad, that they was going to leave her there, and then she couldn't come out, then all of a sudden she blew up. She blew up. I'm talking about, it was bad. But I think she probably done grew up and she learned from that. But at the end of the day, like Iyanla say, you know, she gives you the tools, you got to use. Yeah, she said it takes time, but Iyanla says you can't force anybody to work on their healing. They have to want it, and she also Iyanla always talks about that. Iyanla always talks about healing, your healing. Make sure that you are. She gives you the tools to use for your healing, but she can't force you to accept what she's telling you to do. And so it's a lot. So tomorrow, guys, we're gonna listen to Kamiah's mother's, Shannara Mobley's testimony, and we're gonna listen to and give her thought process on that. And that is hurtful. I swear it is. She didn't give her up for adoption for sure, but like I said, with Gloria, with her own selfishness, it's just crazy to me. It is beyond crazy to me. But anyway, y'all, I'm about to get out of here. Make sure you guys hit the like button on your way out. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Make sure you turn the notification bell on. And if you want to join the membership, guys. Tomorrow, this done motivated me to go live tomorrow. Y'all give me live Saturday. Y'all know Sunday, I might. But y'all know I might take a midweek break. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all have a good night, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow, because we're gonna listen to Shannara Mobley's testimony in court. Y'all have a good night, and we're going to listen to the sentencing too, because I want to see how she reacted when she got them 18 years, child. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. Good night.